You're watching the K2 News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, Wyoming, and thank you for joining us. I'm Taylor Wirtz.
And I'm David Furtado. We begin this evening in Albany County, where the county's Republican Party headquarters in downtown Laramie is open for business again 3 weeks after someone apparently set fire to it. The fire occurred around 3 a.m. on September 6th and damaged the office on the first floor of a building.
Damage to the structure included moderate smoke and heat damage to the first floor office. An occupant in an apartment on the second floor of the building was evacuated. Federal and local law enforcement agencies are currently investigating what they're considering a case of suspected arson. Officials say they have no new information. And Oktoberfest has swept Casper, inviting people to sample tasty beers while raising money for a good cause. But it wasn't complete without a special surprise. K2's Ryan Berger was there and shares the story.
There's nothing quite like Oktoberfest. With beers that range from simple IPAs and lagers to brews named Liquid Aloha, and evening sampling beers can take your palate on a globe-trotting adventure. So much so that attendees could receive passports to get stamped at each of the 20 vendors around 4 Casper bars. Brewmasters from all over Wyoming made the trip to share their wares.
We have a 30-barrel brew house, 15,000 barrel capacity, growing fast. We're in 5 different states.
The event sounds like a dream come true, and that's kind of the point. Proceeds from the event went to Make-A-Wish Wyoming. So while you sip on a crazy concoction, it's helping sick children do anything from restore old vehicles to being a mermaid.
So there was one little kiddo, probably 7, 8 years old, who wanted to be a mermaid. So figured out how to send her to a mermaid academy in Florida.
One child's dream came true right before our eyes. E.J. Harvey is a leukemia and lymphoma survivor. He's almost died nearly a dozen times. Today, he feels on top of the world. E.J.'s wish is to see the beaches of Normandy. A noted history buff, he enjoys the backstory of seeing how we got to this point.
My uncle, which this jacket was a Navy SEAL, the first one from Wyoming. So I just love history, loves how it evolved.
EJ was also given an old ammo crate filled with historical goodies.
It's pretty much winning the lottery.
It takes roughly $8,000 to fund a child's dream through Make-A-Wish, a goal event coordinators believe is extremely rewarding.
So it is the best 2-for-1 ever. You get a grant, wishes, and drink beer.
In Casper, Ryan Berger, K2 News.
Thank you, Ryan. And a piece of America's living history stopped in Casper, showcasing the music of America. The president's own Marine Band travels the country every October to bring a piece of the nation's capital to states far and wide. Here in Casper, the band assembled to play the music of America dating back to the Star-Spangled Banner, which was one of the first pieces ever played by the Marine Band in the late 1700s.
It's incredible, and you consider also that our 17th director was John Philip Sousa, so those are pretty big shoes to fill, and I think about that each and every day that we serve this nation, whether it's in the White House or whether it's across the nation on our national concert tours as we are here. You know, Sousa felt like the Marine Band was America's band and that it should be shared with as many people as possible, and we're carrying on that tradition today.
And with winter upon us, the temperatures are dropping. We are already starting to see snow here in Casper and across the state, and it's important to stay warm this winter.
That's right. And in Fremont County, those who are the best at keeping us warm met up to show what they have to offer. K2's Bobby Fallett has the story.
You'll start seeing a chain here in a second.
Vendors statewide headed to Riverton for this year's Fiber Guild Festival, a showcase of what fibers and fur are really capable of.
It's pretty amazing that you can get fiber from almost anything. Right now I'm knitting a sweater that's wool and hemp actually, so it's a really interesting blend, and seeing people's faces when they find out what a fiber really is. Like, we have possum yarn, and it's really quite fascinating what you can do with all the different fibers.
Not only does it help you stay warm, but some vendors are changing it up, putting some scenery in their products.
These yarn kits that are based on Wyoming geology and Yellowstone geology, so they're patterned after, say, the colors that are in various spots around Wyoming.
Fur from sheep, alpacas, dogs, and even possums are some of the fibers used to produce clothing. The cold weather doesn't stand a chance, and some say it's a crucial skill to learn.
I think that it's an art, an old, ancient art, that we need to teach young people so that it will continue. Because we know that if we don't teach the younger and carry on legacies and heritage, they die.
Fiber artists know that when the temperatures drop, it's the time when their skills and products are needed most. The art of turning fur from animals into something that can beat out that chilly Wyoming winter. In Fremont County, Bobby Fallett, K2 News.